What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Codename Wired, where your one-stop shop for all things coil building. First things first, we want to give a big shout out to our show sponsor, Anthony Ramella from Shake and Bake Media. Head over to shakeandbakemedia.com, your one-stop shop for all things multimedia. You need a still frame advertisement, you want a video taken care of, go hit up Anthony Ramella, and he'll get you all taken care of. You can also go follow him on IG at Shake and Bake Media, or I'm _ Anthony Ramella. Anthony Ramella, I know Sloane hates that because it gets stuck in his head. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Because I'm an asshole. Otherwise, again, welcome back to Codename Wired. I am Duchess Coils with my two fantastic co-hosts, Sloane, aka the Cloud Cartel UK, and Jay, aka Klowne. And we've got a fantastic show lined up for you. Our main topic is going to be all about hardwares and where to start and where you go from here as your skills build up. So otherwise, we're gonna get cracking on this. So first things first, we're gonna go through our vape buffet as we normally do. So who wants to take it away?
Go on, Joe.
Fine. So yeah, we're gonna start with just billet boxes to annoy fucking Duchess. Because Duchess. Okay, you guys missed it before the show. Duchess said he's gonna get a fuck billet box tattoo across his chest in the hopes to get a free billet box.
I did say this.
And then in all three of them are just DIY liquids. I don't even remember. It's been a hodgepodge. I've been like just swapping out flavors, trying out different things that I've been doing lately. But I know one of them is that a clear mix I did, and another one's Nihad Fog because I had like been testing out some theories of mine with some stuff. And then in the last one, it's the tropical spanker. If you guys go over to my channel for mixing it up, you'll see at least two of those three recipes. And then lastly, I got the Goon 25 on the Vindicator, and that's got the coils we did for this episode. So that's why I got that guy going. And in that, I got some of that drunken apple cakes. Yeah. So who goes next?
Whoever.
Is it Duchess goes last?
Whoever.
Yeah, I mean, Duchess always says whoever, but then goes with the whole Duchess goes last crap. So I don't know which one.
Well,
that's only for sign-outs.
I'm going to go next anyway because I got it in my hand. I got the billet box with a Hacky Zedder with mouth to lung Staggered fuse Clapton. In that, for the first time, I've tried pumpkin AF. Really like that. It's nice liquid.
That pumpkin as fuck is so good, dude.
Oh, it's so good. I've got the drop 1.5 on the Thelema with a pair of Duchess 26 in there. In there, I've got Jungle Juice. I don't even know if I like that. It's a bit manky, but it's all right. I've also got the Trio Life series mod with the Axial Pro 4-core Staggered fuse Claptons. In that, I got strawberry caramel cream, which is really good. And lastly, I've got the Ether on the Odin 100, and I've just put in a pair of J's mouth to lung aliens and some Yoda blood. That's me done.
I have a question for you. I understand the word and the phrasing, but what the hell does manky mean in the liquid universe?
Nasty. Not very nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a pineapple. It's a pineapple something. Pineapple, guava, and coconut. But this is the third pineapple liquid I've tried. And it always tastes like wet cardboard after a couple of puffs. So I don't know whether it's me. For me,
the coconut is already a big no. I just know. But pineapple is a weird one because you could fuck that up really easily.
Yeah, it's tasting like wet cardboard after a couple of puffs. So I have a couple of puffs, put it down, and then I'll go back to it, and it's all right after a while.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Yep, that's me done. Duchess.
Awesome. Well, I actually have a couple of things running. So first and foremost, I've got two liquids from Norseman and Sons. This is Apple Black Currant. Shout out to my dude Robert who forwarded these over from the UK. Thanks for breaking the law for me. And that is in the Passage with some of the Staggered fuse claptons that we did for this episode. from the challenge on the last episode, and that's sitting on top of my VapingJedi Gen. These came in a 0.19, and then I built another pair to go inside the mech with a lower resistance. These ones came out to a 0.15. In there, using some super good butter number 7. Fantastic liquid. If you have a chance to get it and or have it forwarded from the UK, fucking do it. Otherwise, got my Aegis Legend with the Arbiter on top, that 28 millimeter big boy. Got some of my 27 gauge aliens on the inside, and with that, using the Norseman's and Sun Black Currant Lemonade. Fucking so good. So yeah, that's me. Otherwise, again, big shout out to our sponsor, Shake and Bake Media, Anthony Romella, because he sent us over these goofy looking magnifying headsets, which actually work really well because
it came in fucking handy with this
dude
build.
they're clutch as fuck, dude. And like it seems that like as we're going on, like our gauge of wire just keeps getting smaller and smaller. So yeah, dude, shout out to you for sending these over. These are clutch as fuck, bro, and we love you.
Not only that, but with Staggered, you got to make sure the spacing is proper and all that, and that just helps because I mean, shit, we're all blind on this show apparently.
Yeah, I can't see without my glasses. So, otherwise, do we want to get into the coils from last week? Talk about those before we get into the main topic.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. You happy with that, Jay? Right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want me to go first?
I don't know what order he has them in. So
yeah,
it's up to Sloane.
Okay, so it's Duchess. I get to hang back.
Yeah. I've done it from your first build.
Yeah.
Second.
Oh, okay, yeah. So these were a little bit weird because this was a new venture. Because I never figured that I would ever start staggering ever. I mean, maybe eventually, of course, right? But I'd always like sworn off like doing staggered. So I was like, fuck that shit. That's stupid. I know they come in handy on certain builds, you know, but for me, it was just not something that I ever thought. So this photo that you're seeing right here is actually from my first stagger. And I will admit, I had to set it up real weird. And my dude Will from Still Valley Vapors actually made fun of me for it because he watched me do it. And because my drill lays down, I was like, well, fuck, I don't have the height, right? Because most people just use the weighted method to do this. And because I didn't have the height, I set mine up real janky like, and I took my drill legit and tilted it forward, and like the weight that I had on the wire came down at an angle. It was real stupid. It was real stupid that I did it that way, but it came out like this, which I'm happy with. I mean, and I got it taken care of. This was the first build. If you see on the leg all the way to the left on the post inside this passage, I did miss a couple of slots when I was wrapping it up, but this was actually my first attempt, and so I'm actually quite happy. Yeah, so I'm real happy with it. It actually came out better than I had imagined it was going to come out, and so thanks to Sloane's help, because we sat in Zoom on Friday. The next ones are actually coming up. He gave me a few pointers in order to kind of like help tighten up and figure out what exactly I was doing wrong. Plus, you know, Sloane's building on a real low profile drill and swivel mount like I am. So he gave me some pointers. So this was the second time. This is what Sloane and I did on Friday. It did start to stagger, and then for some reason it just skipped and it started to Clapton. So that's why this photo is on there, just to show that it can possibly happen that way. So don't get upset if it does. Just as long as you still got
degree angle. That's what it is.
Yeah. So and that was on me because I didn't I didn't actually move over because I didn't consider that factor. But I still got a pair of coils out of this. Actually, it was still long enough that I did it, and then this was what it looked like after I wrapped it all up. There is a little bit of that twist in there, but don't worry about the twist because that shit will come out when you coil it up. It's not a big deal.
That or the nylon pliers will actually do a great deal of helping you with it.
Oh, massively.
Yeah, I mean, I use my nylon pliers when I'm coiling things, just because I mean, if the wrap is too close to it and I know that it's not gonna like come out very well, then I'll take the nylons and I'll twist it just a little bit to flatten it back out and continue coiling the stuff. So these coils, these are the ones that are in my goon. I actually did take these back out, so the photo that you're seeing isn't actually what's in there right now. They are the same coils, but I took them back out. And I took a whole wrap off of it because these ones came out to a 0.17 and I wanted something lower to use on a mechanical because I wanted to compare using them in regulated versus using raw power with the mechanical tube mod. Yeah. So I took these back out and I took a wrap off of both of the coils. So they're at 4.5 wraps.
Yep. So that's your last 5 photos. So did you enjoy it?
I actually, you know what? It was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. And I mean, maybe when I become more comfortable with it, and I have more of an understanding and I can kind of like streamline the process a little bit more, then maybe I would add these to my menu, but it's gonna take a little bit more for me to like gain the confidence on being able to just like whack a couple fucking pairs out in no time and you know, it not be an issue. So I mean, I would consider adding these. The flavor off of them is fantastic. The vapor production off of them is fantastic. So I'm not opposed to using them. I mean, I was so fucking against these, and then we got forced to do them, and I was like, fuck, all right. And so I mean, I'm actually happy with it. So that they came out really well, and I'm happy. So yeah, that's that was the process that I went through and everything. So you know, I am still gonna get that swivel. That's the one that gives me the height, so that way it's a little bit easier. Yeah. Because dude, trying to build all low pro like you were showing me is a bit difficult, especially because I got big old fucking fat sausage fingers.
It's not the easiest thing to do, but it still is possible. But it takes that little bit extra.
Right. So this is Jay's. So I'll let him.
Yes, this is me. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, I really was not looking forward to doing this. Mostly because I've never been able to stagger properly. I've tried it several times, several methods, and it always just turns into a giant fucking Clapton mess. So this right here, what you're seeing on the view here, this is actually one I freehand. I just was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna do this just to give myself an idea of concept and just to get the fuck over the nerves. Yeah. So I actually freehanded that. Yeah, that's why the spacing is so but it's really massive in spacing. Yeah. And even like I was like, hey, it's actually working. But then once I went to like Clapton them and stuff, like fuse them, it's way too, like the gapping was way too wide, so it was like double wrapping in each one, which if I wanted to go for that would have been amazing and it would have worked very well. But at least it got me over the concept idea and just in general getting into it.
Yeah.
Then this is the first set successfully, quote unquote, successfully, because you can tell one on the side there. Because
one is solid. Yeah, sorry, I had to put quite a lot of mine sideways as well because it would have taken up the whole screen.
Let it take up the whole screen. Either way, but yeah, as you could tell, I got the concept down, so I was like, all right, okay, we can do this. Like for me, the harder part was trying to get that weight down because I know Sloane uses a recurve cap. Then Duchess, you suggested a goon cap.
I used
goon. But you
I actually used goon, right?
This goon. Yeah, it's a brass
goon 25.
Okay.
But the
And
way that
see,
he taught me how to do it, right, is
mhm.
that we were, instead of actually taking the full cap off, just take the drip tip off and then
Mhm.
trap it with the drip tip.
Oh, okay. See, and me, I was again for me trying to set that part up. It was trying to like get that end
Yeah,
of
twisted.
the extra, yeah, the extra piece of wire like tighten up enough to where it wouldn't fall
Yeah.
off eventually and all that shit. So for me, that whole portion of the setup part just ate up more of my time than anything else.
Yeah.
Just trying to get that initial start, and even then, like I think that was after maybe 4 to 5 tries, and it took a while. And then after that, I decided to take a swing at some triple cores
Mate,
because I was
that's
like, I
fucking
got
brilliant.
it. I got it. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't got it, or at least not to the extent that I
Well,
would
you're
like it.
getting
But
it.
shit. Oh no, yeah. And I mean, that was from the first set I did. Then I did another set after that where I was like, screw it, we're gonna try this again. And we just kept trying and trying. And I eventually got like a decent enough pair to where I could build them and try them out and see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So, you know, fun times. But yeah, once you get into the multi-core realm, it wraps completely different. It's not the
Yeah.
same. It really isn't.
It's a
Yeah, it's
different
in
ball
that
game.
one looks a bit slightly cleaner, but you could tell like some are off. And you actually, at least for me, the harder part was trying to making sure to match
The
all the spacing.
spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the harder part because that's where the Anthony Romello glasses really came in handy because you're sitting there just zooming in and out with the damn lenses, trying to make sure you're on there proper.
Yeah.
And even then, I just once you get the drill spinning and stuff, and right before the show, we were talking about the Fisker hand drill and trying that out for trying to do these just because that hand drill you just run at your own pace because going fast on it is really not worth it. It really isn't. You end
No.
up with more of a clusterfuck than it's worth it. And there
Yeah.
is the build that I have on the Goon going, and you could tell like some spots were bad. I think that one that kind of waved is because I it jumped into two different ones, but I also went back and I tried going back over it again, and it just ended up more trying to like alien.
Yeah. Because
So
Interesting.
you will find if you put too much tension, it will fuck up the spacing and that wire, and
mhm.
then you're done for.
Yeah, pretty much. That like tension and speed are just not your friends in this build. Like with Claptons, with Fuse Claptons, tension and speed are actually your friend, but in this it's like the complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
At least it felt that way.
But did you enjoy it though? Did you have
No,
fun? No.
no, no. Like I still I want to try triple cores again, and I still want to try the staggered frame staple.
Yep.
That was actually something I wanted to try. I just never had time. This week has just been brutal at work, so I've been sleeping a little bit more. And like seriously, I think I slept like a total of 9 hours on Thursday, which for me
Bloody
that's
hell.
a feat because I normally sleep like 4 hours and I'm fine. So
Shit.
if that says anything. But yeah, I do want to try the staggered frames at some point.
Yeah, I tried them once and I couldn't do it. But obviously, when we was doing the ribbon wire show, I tried and failed tremendously.
Mm.
But okay, you guys are gonna have to help me now because obviously it's quick for me, so you're gonna have to let me know when the pictures change. But
You just talk, dude. You're in charge at this point. It's
okay,
easier for you because you could see what you're doing.
right.
Yeah.
This I just thought I'd do a picture to show you like how I do my staggers. So most people just do the one loop around, but I double loop it through the drip tip and then clamp it. It's just because I find it gives the actual staggers more consistency, and it makes it a little bit more perfect every time. Um, yeah, I went straight in with the 3 cores. What's
Sorry.
that?
When Anthony Ramella said he's like, please don't let those be known as the Anthony Ramella glasses that will catch on, and I don't want that.
No, that's
Oh
funny.
shit.
Yeah, this picture I don't know if it's changed yet. This is just
Yes.
the tricore Stagger Fuse Claptons. I actually really enjoyed it. I was talking to these guys and I was saying what I've learned is that nylon pliers are your friend. It's
Mm-hmm.
5
Yeah.
wraps and then a clamp, 5 wraps
Yo,
and
I'm
then
not gonna lie,
squeeze.
bro. These Anthony remote shits, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, turn the light on. Turn the light on.
No, dude, that'll blind everybody watching.
It'll
the
blind
show.
everybody.
Look at you. Want to see how bright these are? I'll point this upwards.
Yeah, like it's a really nice bright light, man. It's insane.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know when this picture is going to change, but it's my first attempt.
I don't know. It's buffering on my side.
Yeah, same here.
Are we buffering?
We're buffering. Jimmy Buffett, it's your fault. All right, we're back.
Way to go.
Are we back? Sorry about that. That's probably my internet. Let me take my phone off. Yeah, this is the Tri-Core Staggered Fuse Captain's first attempt. I was quite impressed with them. I thought they came out quite well. They were pretty tight, so I was happy with them. But I wasn't happy with just the Tri-Cores. So then I decided to see how many I can do before they start buggering up. So then the next picture you'll see is I've managed to do a 4-core Staggered Fuse Captains, which also was like the first attempt, but instead of doing 5 wraps, I had to drop it to like 4. So it was 4 wraps and then clamped it.
Nice.
But they came out quite well. And then I decided to do that was a 5-core. So then I jumped straight up to 5-core, which was a whole different ball game. It was more of like 3 wraps and then pinch, and it was a lot of backing off. But the one thing I did find with the more cores you do, the harder it is to actually wrap at the end. Because I always found that obviously if it's up with the 5-core now, the spacing between the individual coils is all over the shop, and you found that the legs come off at an angle. So that was the one thing that annoyed me. I was happy with the actual coil, but it was the actual wrapping of the coil, which I thought was an absolute pain in the bastard. But I couldn't do a 6, I couldn't do a 7, I'd done a 7, but I didn't take a picture. Couldn't do an 8, but I managed a 9-core. And I don't know whether the picture's come up yet, but it's an absolute beast. And
no, it's still on 4-core on my side.
Still on 4, but
I think we're frozen.
No, it's just like real slow frame by frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, Anthony Romero says the sound is fine, but the screen's frozen.
Okay. It should.
I blame BT.
Yeah. It's never happened before.
Yeah, I blame BT.
Yeah, your stream is experiencing issues. So let us know.
Sorry. Dangle clacks. Sorry.
Massive dangle clacks.
Potato internet.
Yeah.
Potato.
Oh, so it says 5 cores. So that hasn't quite brought up to the
there it
is. Are we on the 9 cores? So these were big bastards. There's no way in hell I'm going to fit this in anything. No way in hell. But I wanted.
You got a goon? You could probably put one in there.
Really?
That or the death trap.
Yeah, dude. Run it in single coil on those clamps, bro. You could probably fit it in there.
Okay, I'll have to definitely give them a go. Right, so yeah, I managed to do a 9-core, and I was proper happy with them. But yeah, I think we'll just go back to normal screen now after all those massive dangle clacks. My internet is causing no end of issues, so I don't know what's wrong with it.
You made the internet gods mad.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, how dare you stream?
I've just texted the wife saying, turn your internet off. Right.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Right. Your stream quality is good. We're back.
There we go.
Right.
Hopefully it fixes here soon.
Sorry about that. Yeah, if you missed it, there you go. That's the 9-core. So
Yeah, the thing is a monster, dude.
Well, considering, let me get a bit of a comparison for you, because I didn't put the comparison picture in there. So we have the 9-core to the standard 2-core. So yeah, it is a bit of a big bastard. But yeah, if anybody wants to try and get it in anything, give me a shout, because I ain't gonna get that in nothing. I was considering putting it around my neck.
I gotta reload the stream on my side. Yeah, the stream is better.
Yeah, it's better. You should like heat it up somehow and then brand yourself with it and then just be done with it.
That's a good shout. Actually, Andy Romella's come up with a good shout. It looks like as wide as a profile mesh. I could technically cut a bit off and put it on the OG profile.
You probably could.
Yeah, or you could put it in one of these bad boys. I mean, I put a single quad 27 in here.
What is that?
I mean, the profile Unity RTA.
Oh,
so I mean,
that.
You might be able to actually just like slot it in like mesh, right? And then just wick that fucking bad boy on the inside and just use the single coil.
Do you know, that could be a good fucking shout. But yeah, no, I really fucking enjoyed it. I think the difference obviously was with me is that
he wants to see me wear the Anthony Romero.
There, put it on something like this.
Oh, what's that?
That's the overpowered. I don't know if it'll fit the legs, but I don't know. Seems like there'd be enough room for it.
It's an absolute beast.
There you go. Anthony Romero glasses.
The Anthony Romero glasses.
Because you asked for it.
Yeah, mine are in the living room, so I'm not getting up. I've been living out there doing coils and junk.
But yeah, no, I think it was a bit different for me because obviously I've already done staggers. Like they're on my line anyway. So it was just nice to actually upgrade the cores. But somehow
I'd say we joked about the idea that you would have to do multi-cores, and you not only met the base expectation, but you got so into it that you're like, I'm gonna do 10s at some point.
Yeah,
I need some tiny wire for this shit, but I'm gonna do 10s.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, you're getting a little ahead of this.
But
yeah, dude.
That's 9 on 2636.
Yeah.
So I was going to go down a grade to like 27s, or I was going to do 29s, but I thought, fuck it, no. I ain't going to use it. I just wanted to make the biggest one I could fit in the drill. But 10 core,
you know what, dude?
Couldn't do it.
You honestly should try it in a single coil, bro, and use like a 28 gauge just to shrink the mass a little bit.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
I am
like
tempted.
I'm actually kind of interested to find out what happens with that many cores running at once.
Like how people are putting suggestions, and now I'm thinking maybe the dang, because it has those clamps.
Yeah,
so they're kind of whitish.
The layer cake would work.
Layer cake would work.
But it's a fuck off 4 mil though. It's
that part doesn't matter. It's trying to get the legs to fit. That's the real problem.
I can get the. I can't remember what one this was. I think this is the 5. I can get that in the axial just about, but then it would be just a single coil banger. But yeah, I have no clamped RDA, so I'm gonna have to. You convinced me that trying to get a RDA that fit.
Yeah, dude.
But the one thing that really annoyed me was the legs. The more coils, it comes off at an angle, which really
dude, use it in a layer cake, bro. It's all clamped.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Actually, I will have to, and I'll let you
guys. Or as Overdrip likes to call it, the layer goat.
The layer goat.
Yes, the layer goat.
But no, it was good fun. I am going to try and do probably smaller wire and try and get more cores in there and see what the maximum core I can get in there. 10 didn't work. The 10th core always would slip in underneath, which was really weird. But yeah, anyway, that was fun. So back to you, Duchess.
Yeah. Well, that was actually I mean, this was a real fun experience, especially because I mean, we had Sloane to kind of like guide us along and be like, well, if you do this and you do this and you do this, then I mean, you know,
oh yeah, he sent me
like,
pictures and full
did everything.
explanations.
Yeah, he did everything he could to like help set us up for success because neither Jay nor myself have ever really staggered ever. And so big
Like
shout out to you for
say,
helping us out with that. But
like
this
I'll
was
say
a fun
this much.
experience.
I'll say, like, I don't know, it for me at least personally, it throws the flavor off quite hard.
Oh really?
Like I have drunken apple cakes on here, and all I'm tasting is the bourbon.
Oh.
Like everything else is lost in it, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And I know there's bourbon in the mix, but it, you know how like normally you feel more of a mixture of everything that's going on. This I'm just tasting straight up bourbon.
Oh, that's weird because I've always found them as a bit of a flavor banger.
Sorry. And Anthony Hervella says, what is it ohm out at? -0.1.
Probably. Do you know, when I went into it, I didn't even care about the ohms. I just wanted to be able to build it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I sent you guys those pictures of people that built like massive staggards. I was like, wow,
dude,
these guys are like
that 14 core one.
Yeah, it's just like a dual wrap, big ass looking thing that you just want to get a surfboard and get all up in there.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously.
Well, that's what sort of pushed me to try and get as much as possible. That picture. That's when I was like, fuck it, I'm going for as many as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, God knows Anthony ohms out at too dangerous for a mech. That's all I'm saying.
Ohms out at too dangerous period, but you know,
right.
He has a DNA 250C nowadays, so he could try something with that.
Yeah, right. But I mean, yeah, this was definitely a fun experience, and I mean, now that I have a better understanding of how to do the staggers, right? I was actually talking to Tim last night after his game show, like behind the scenes, and I was like, now I just need, you know, this corrugator, and then if I wanted to do, you know, like the staggered framed staples, right? Or if I wanted to put like, or I wanted to do, you know, staggered staple IVs or something, right? I just need to get a corrugator, and then I can put corrugated wire in between those frames, like the staggered frames, and build those. Like, so I mean, this actually it was a nice experience, and it actually opens up at least for me, like how I feel.
Yeah,
it opens up a lot more possibilities of builds that I could go for.
Dude, Anthony Mella's got jokes today.
Yeah, he does.
Right, let me just set a record straight.
He purposely went out and bought this fucking shirt just for the show. Like, he purposely did it. Because they gave him such shit last week or the last show about looking like Jimmy Buffett, and he was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go get me a tropical shirt."
He was gonna do a background and a hat, but he forgot the hat.
Yeah, I mean, you can still change your Zoom to being on the beach, bro. Do it.
No, mine doesn't work like that. But next time, look, it's gonna be an even more louder shirt. I can promise you that. But oh, here he goes.
Like this, bro.
There you go. Look, see, he's already in the beach.
I'm waiting for you here.
I wouldn't even
what are you doing?
Do that. But yeah.
Click the little 3 dots on your picture on Zoom, and then just say change virtual background.
Yeah, mine doesn't support it. I think it's because it's an old laptop.
See,
yeah, maybe.
There we go. Island Fresh.
Island Fresh. Look here, we'll join you so you don't feel so out of place. All right.
Thank you.
We're all on the same spot in the beach except for you.
Yeah, I'm stuck at home. But no, I really enjoyed doing all this. So yeah, it might.
Yeah, when Tucky, he definitely needs a fanny pack, bro. I think you got plenty of them to help him out.
Mate, I got shorts on as well, so I'm ready.
You got the Birkenstocks and socks.
I've got flip flops on.
Yeah, and he needs some slides.
I've got my flip flops on.
He's got the slides going.
And they're proper English because they're Ben Sherman. You can't get much more English than them.
Fuck it now. Yeah,
God.
but I mean,
But
anyway, before we get too far off topic, yeah, I mean, my mind is kind of starting to wander again, right? Because I mean, for those out there that are builders, right, like Bones, I know I've looked at his Instagram. That dude is a monster at building.
yeah,
And he's in the UK with you, so if you need help, go hit him up.
yeah,
But I mean, my mind is kind of starting to wander, right? For the builders that are in chat. I mean, I know they would understand this, like to a certain degree. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love building my aliens, right? And I'm wanting to like push the limits of how many cores I can get in there,
yeah,
right? Kind of like what Sloane did with these staggered fuse Claptons, but um, this just opens up a whole new realm because the aliens were kind of getting a little stagnant. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's like you learn how to build. It's like you learn how to build Claptons, right? And then Claptons just become boring. And then you learn
yeah,
how to build aliens, and it's a whole new adventure. But then once you get it down and they become second nature, they kind of get boring after a while. And you're like, okay, well, yeah, it's not a big deal. I could just knock these out like no issue, right? So I mean, this opens up a whole new world of possibilities of where we could go as builders. And I mean, the whole purpose of this show is just to challenge ourselves, right, and to grow.
yeah,
And so, being, for I guess a lack of better words, like amateur or semi-professional, however you want to put it, like whatever you decide, if you decide to put a title on it. Um, and you know, this just again, it just opens up a whole world of possibilities of things that we can do now as we're growing, and
yeah,
we're teaching ourselves to um you know, like we said in the last episode, not let that uh not let the monster in our head keep us back, you know what I mean, and just branch out a little bit more. So um
Well, I mean, that was
yeah,
the point of
this
doing this
was a
show in the first
yeah,
place. You know,
this was
it's
just a
to push
huge fun
ourselves.
challenge, and I loved it.
yeah. No,
That's why we're gonna do braided again.
no, we're not. No, we're not.
No, fuck, we're not.
But to be honest, I have been looking at trying to braid it again at some point because,
Yeah,
as Duchess was saying, the great thing about all these different builds, you can then integrate it. Like even with a braid, you can whack it in. But if you do a big enough gauge, you can whack it in between the staggered. Like with micro aids, you can whack it in between the staggered as well, and you
Yeah.
can incorporate all these different things. And that's why, obviously, we said that's why we're doing this show. But I would never have tried the 9 core if it wasn't for the
Yeah.
show.
yeah.
But
Like I said, you
Overdrive,
not
thanks for
only
joining us, bro. I just
not
showed
only
off the layer goat.
did you do the tricore like we asked, and we joked about you going further than that, but you went all in, man. I'm like very
Yeah, dude,
hats tipped, you know, all that kind
I,
of shit.
my hat's
I,
off to you.
I really it's got to be the funnest build that I've done so far because it didn't stress me out. Like obviously these guys know I've got a slip disc in my neck, so my left shoulder and that is in agony. But using the foot pedal to do the first the actual staggers was great. But wrapping it, I was using the normal drill. But even though like I was in pain, I just didn't want to stop because I was enjoying it so much. But I feel if I was
So
like with the braids when I got fucking rage sweats, I think I would have just chucked it.
I did. So why did you use a normal drill to do it versus the new drill, right? Because, and the only reason I
Speed.
ask, right, is because like with the normal, with like a normal drill, right, like something like this, right, unless you get an adapter for it, your cores aren't always going to lay completely flat at the chuck, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with the new one that you have, that clamp actually lays it actually clamps them down and lays them flat.
The only
So
reason I
why
used
why did you go the direction you did?
because obviously after doing the limits and then cutting them down, I was getting about this much, and it was either drilling new holes in the table or I was using the actual end, the actual clamp, and putting it in the drill, because it will still fit in a normal drill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just doing little runs like this, and it was taking me like 25 minutes just to do little ones. And I thought, well, I might as well just bring it over here because it's such small runs, rather than drilling new holes in the table. And plus, on top of that, I knew that I had to go slow, and that drill is capable of going slow. But
Yeah.
obviously, my drill I've been using for years. I've got that muscle memory in my thumb of how much I have to push just to get it to go really slowly, where I'm still learning to basically control the new drill. So that's why I went back to the, I suppose you call it the old school way of I was doing it.
Yeah.
But I do, in future, I do feel like I should then try and do it on a big drill. But then with that, I reckon it's going to be a whole nother ball game. But yeah, I am going to try it.
So I guess that's a good segue into our main topic of, as we from the time that we started till this point, because I know we kind of went over it in episode 1 when we did this, of where we started for building and how we got into it. But now that we have a show like dedicated to just this hardware, since you were kind of already explaining it, where did you start at, Sloane, and where do you see yourself now as far as your skill level and upgrading your hardware and stuff like that?
Well, I started with, I've got it here. I started with just a normal works drill on an articulated vise. The only reason I got the vise, and if any of you are thinking about building, I'll show you why. Let me just take this off. This is one thing to... That's my drill flat. Can you see it points upwards?
Yeah, it's at an angle.
I did not even consider that when I started building, because obviously building upwards is never a good thing. So it was either laying it flat or getting another vise. So I ended up getting another vise, and for the swivel ends I used normal fishing swivels on another articulated drill from Stanley. There you go. I'll give you a little view. I've still got it on the table now. This little thing here, that's only on there for the 9 cores, but that's what I started on. And the only upgrade that I've made was recently to the classic Cloud build rig, which is a 6,000 RPM drill with now using ABEC 9s skateboard bearings on one of these, and that has literally been the only upgrade. And the only reason I've upgraded is because of my swivels. I was going through swivels like no man's business. I'd buy a pack of 20 and I'd go through them in like 2 months. A, that could be down to tension. B, because fishing swivels aren't meant to be continuously spinning in dry environment. Maybe that's why they were snapping every now and then. And as the orders were going up, obviously the fishing swivels were diminishing just as quick. And I decided to take the plunge and buy this, which I've got to be honest, I do love. And the foot pedal is amazing. But for the money, yes, it's worth it. But it's learning everything again. Where
how hard was your learning curve switching from a triggered drill and having both hands taken up to having to learn the clicks on your foot pedal and having the hand free?
I'm still learning.
Oh wow.
It's and it's in a different place because I'm now building this far, which now what I've done is I've just bought a load of wood and I'm gonna build a platform to put it on to have the same height as my normal drill, as what I've been using for years. Because building down on the table, I couldn't even Clapton. It wound me up so right. I can now obviously I now decore on it because I can do 3 foot in under 15 seconds, which is great for when you're if you get an order for like 10-15 coils. Right. You can whack those decors out so fast. And yeah, I'm still learning to use it. That's why I'm having to adapt at the moment. But any of you guys that looking to build or looking to upgrade, if your current setup is working fine, and the only reason you want to upgrade because that looks pretty, that's that type of thing, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's really not worth it, because if you're building great aliens now, why would you want to upgrade on something that you're working fine with? If it's something like with mine, where my swivels were just constantly going, my vice on my drill wasn't actually like clamping to the table, so it was moving, then maybe upgrade. But you wouldn't need to upgrade to something like this. Like I spent probably over £100 on it. 160, I think I paid. I can't remember. 150.
Well, I used your discount and I paid 173 quid.
Yeah, so about 150 quid. Where you can go look. Even Ern says cheap mini lathes with foot pedals are like $60. You could probably get it even cheaper on eBay.
Yeah.
If you're looking,
I mean, there's also that dude in Russia that I know Jay has also been looking at for normal drills like this that you can just hook up to the trigger and it runs off the foot pedal.
Yeah, it's like an air cushion thing,
and
isn't
it's it? If you're looking for it, look up I think it's 3D Vape in Russia. You can find them. I know Jay could expand on that a little bit more. The Vape 3D, the 3D printed foot pedal for your normal drill.
Oh yeah, they have one that wraps around and then it just like you push down the foot pedal and it closes that clamp piece. And I think they're like $20, so they're not that expensive.
Yeah. So
and even like shipping from them costs like $5 because it'll take like 3 weeks. So do keep that in mind because I've ordered from them before. But personally, if you're wanting to just go in the accessory 3D printed routes, I would always recommend 3D Vape. They haven't screwed me over. And if anything comes up, you could always message them on Instagram, and they are on top of shit at that point. They do not play.
So where did you start at?
Let me see. I had a shitty Ryobi drill that I bought for like $50 because I didn't think I would need anything faster. And I sent you guys the video of it, but I actually used to have this has like this little plate thing that I would clamp down on my table, and it had like a screw sticking out of it, and I would just put my swivel on there, and that was the swivel portion. And then this is like when I started building was when like the Daedalus came out, and that became like a big thing, and everybody was all like, yeah, this is the best next thing in building. And I was like, okay, I don't want to spend that much money because you couldn't buy the claptoning portion separate from a drill, and I already had a fucking drill, so I didn't need the whole thing all over again, and I didn't want to spend that much on it. So me being the cheap bastard that I am, I took a spool with me to the hardware store, bought a screw that was the right thickness of the inner part of the spool. Then I would just tie them down. I had a spring that would go under there, so it would like have some tension to it. And then I made this little crappy box thing where it had the openings on both sides, but it would have like a little eyelet piece that would run the wire, and I would just clap them like that. And I sent you guys a video, and it looks god awful, but it worked, and it was amazing.
As long as it works, mate. As long as it works.
And that in total cost me like maybe $3 versus trying to buy a new Daedalus drill. So you see where I'm coming from on that. And I'm a cheap piece of shit. If you ever meet me, I'm a cheap bastard. So I'm always looking for a great deal.
I mean, I mean, just to kind of, help the, drive that point home that, I mean, if you've got a setup that works for you, then it's not worth actually upgrading. I mean, just stick with what you have. I mean, this is in the chat, Bones, he says that he uses a cheap cordless from eBay and fishing swivels, and he soaks them overnight in gun oil every couple of weeks, and he's had the same swivels for over a year. So I mean, as long as you take care of your stuff and it's working for you, it's not worth upgrading.
Yeah, because I've been using the same swivel for 3 years now. It's one of those Bellfisher ones.
Yeah,
the ones that have like the dual ball bearings on both sides.
Oh, the Crocs.
And they do like 130 pounds resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
I've been
what I'm
using
using
this.
too.
Yeah, I've been using it for like 3 years, and I haven't had a single fucking issue. And
Yeah,
I have
I'm using the size 5, the 330-pound ones.
yeah, I have like a massive fucking jar over here that'll tell you I ran that same swivel through all those coils.
Bloody hell.
And I used to do like 3-foot runs of tricore Claptons on like my mid-size drill. And that thing I think maxes out like 1200 RPM, and I was just running at full speed, just doing the whole fucking thing. Like a full 3-foot run. And I was like, I didn't have any issues with it.
That's real interesting, Anthony. I've never
Yeah, I
even
saw that.
considered
Oh, the
using
air
an
drill.
air-powered drill.
Be in there like fucking NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The quickest alien.
Right? I mean, because I'm a little different from you guys, right? So I know you mentioned it, Jay. So I don't have any of my hardware anymore from when I started. But I bought the Daedalus Pro kit. And I actually started on that on like a desk that was only like 2 feet long, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't need anything huge. I was just kind of testing the waters to see if this was even something for me, because simultaneously I was also trying to dip my toe into the DIY world for liquid. Of course, obviously you see now that coils ended up working out better for me than DIY. But I mean, I started on the Daedalus Pro. I mean, and that kind of got me down on on being able to figure out how the mechanics work with manipulating this wire into building an actual coil that's vapable. Because we've seen some horrible shit out there.
Yeah.
And oh well, shout outs to Legion. Thanks, Breeze Tones, for joining us. We love you.
Breeze Tones.
But I mean, I started on that, and that kind of like gave me the basics of understanding the mechanics behind how to manipulate this wire into an actual vapable coil. And then me personally, I just got real pissy about it and was like, fuck it, this drill is going way too slow. And I actually still have the first drill. And it was a real cheap one from Walmart. Cost me like $20. It goes 600 RPMs max. And that's how I started with doing Claptons and aliens after I got pissy, because the Daedalus drill only runs at like 50 RPMs.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude, that should go slow as fuck. It doesn't go that fast.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And that was
so
that's why it kind of went out of popularity really quickly. It was almost anybody that started on it started to move on or got so frustrated that they quit. So
so I upgraded the drill, but I kept the little plastic swivel mount that comes in the thing, which isn't very good, because if you put too much tension on it, you're going to snap that plastic. But I used that for a long time, for the first like year of building. I used that little swivel mount, and I actually these hooks are literally the only thing that I still have left from that kit.
Oh really?
These big ass snap hooks are the only thing that I kept out of it. And I was like, I fucking love these giant ass fucking snaps, and I'm just gonna keep using them, right? And then I just changed them out and put new swivels on them, which is fine, right? So I got those the Croc size, like I was saying earlier, the Croc size 5 330-pound double ball bearing swivels for those. I actually just soaked those the other day in 3-in-1 oil overnight, just to keep them lubricated, so I can continue building. And I mean, from there I got a new swivel mount. I ordered it from Saddle Horse Blues when I used to talk to Shane quite a bit, and he gave me a lot of pointers, and that's kind of helped me grow a little bit. So shout out to Shane in Canada from Saddle Horse Blues. Go buy some of his clothes. Shameless plug.
That's right.
So I bought the swivel mount from him, which was kind of a headache, to be honest. And it's not on him, right? It's on the postal service, because they like lost my package for 2 weeks. I bought it for my birthday last year, right? I ordered it. It was supposed to be here on the 28th, right? And so never showed up, and they lost my package for like 2 weeks. I finally got it like mid-July or something. And so, I mean, eventually it did show up and I got it, right? So it's fine. It's cool. And then, so I upgraded my swivel mount, like as I grew my skills, and was like, this plastic mount just isn't working for me anymore. That, and I was terrified that I was going to put too much tension on it, depending on what I was doing. Yeah. And I was just going to snap it and then be out of a swivel mount and be like, well, fuck, I can't build now.
Yeah, I had the same sort of.
And then I was going to have to go buy a new one.
Yeah, I was a bit panicky buying this, the new build rig, because obviously it's 3D printed. And I'm fucking heavy-handed. I was like, shit, I'm going to fucking break that. But to be honest, obviously 3D printing has come a long way. And this thing's sturdy as fuck. But, guys, if you want anything to upgrade it, something little, like I couldn't have done these 9-core stagger fuse Claptons without these little things. It's just a, let me open it up. It's a little clamp for your actual chuck. Oh, fucking hell.
You should be able just to clamp the back, and it should open up that front.
Yeah. So you can just clamp your cores in there and whack it in your chuck. And I wouldn't have been able to do these fucking beasts of the 9 cores without one of them. And that was just in my normal drill. So there's little bits you can buy. I know Jay has got lots of little bits that he uses as well. So do you want to show them off?
Let me see if I can find them.
But yeah, this is the drill that I'm using now, is my DeWalt. So I haven't upgraded since. Well, I did buy one of those classic clouds. I'm still waiting for it to get here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because like I use these to hold the cores. I have a bunch of these, and then I have a clamp that goes on my drill. Then I've even bought the coil winder thing that goes on your drill. And I've shown you guys that thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I mean, everything's in the living room right now. But even for like my swivel mount, again, I just put together a little box. I mounted a swivel thing on there, and that's just what I've been using. And it helps for doing like mobile station stuff. And I just clamp it down because I really have nowhere where I can just be drilling holes constantly on anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't want my desk full of holes, and I rarely build in here because it's just, I have room, but it's very cramped. And even then in this room, it just gets really loud to run a drill at any speed. So I tend to do that in the living room, and I'll either set up the little, like, we have one of those TV table things, like TV dinner tables. I set that up, or if I'm doing like long runs for decor, we have like a picnic table thing that I could set up, kind of like the one you have, Sloane. So it just depends. So, and then also I do most of this stuff at work, so I've had to like find ways to adjust and to be able to be mobile and things. So for me, like at least my setup, I can pretty much go anywhere and build. Because even when we went to Houston 2 years ago for a vape convention, I don't know if anybody remembers, was it a Texas Tout Clown or whatever, Cloud? I forgot what the hell his damn name was, but his real name was Jay. He was another Jay, and he actually had asked me about some DIY stuff and coil building stuff. So I took a bottle of EG, a bottle of PG, some nicotine, and a bunch of flavorings, and then I took also my drill and all my wire and stuff, and I did some pretty cool quick tutorials while we were hanging out at the Stooge house that we had in Houston. And like seriously, we like did some DIY stuff. We did some coil building stuff. He even took the coils, like I helped him set it up and just let him run the drill and stuff. And he took the coils, and next thing I knew, the dude's sending me like 4-core Claptons. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, guess that one tutorial helped.
Because I'm quite lucky, because what I'm using is the table I bought from a wedding, just the foldable tables. And we weren't going to use it, so I've got so many holes in this table now. So I can actually drill through this, but I can understand you guys can't. Duchess, do you drill? Is your table?
Yeah, my swivel mount is bolted to my desk, but I also built this desk from scratch, so I don't really give a shit. right?
Yeah.
I'll put as many holes in his desk as I want. You know what I mean? Like I got a big 5-foot fucking desk that I built, and it's just it's on like 4x4 legs, and it's literally just a door as like the tabletop
Oh, okay.
without
so you are a hipster. I knew it.
without the without the actual like door hole like for the handle in it.
Oh,
And so I mean,
Yes, thank you, Anthony Romella. That's what I meant.
I built this from scratch, right? So I'm not worried about this desk. I mean, I am worried about this desk because it's kind of everything for me. Like,
yeah,
you know,
Reclaimed doorwood.
this is like my station, you know, for not only just building, but just hanging out in Zoom or being on Discord or, you know, packing up orders, etc. Like everything happens on this desk.
Yeah.
Right. And so at that point, yes, I am kind of worried about it. But as far as like putting a bunch of fucking holes in the desk, like when the classic Clouds gets here, if I need to, you know, go buy a piece of wood and essentially mimic fucking Breezetones, because I've seen his setup, and create like a little slot where the drill can just sit. You know, so it doesn't move back and forth, then I'm not worried about bolting those to the table and just slotting the drill in there.
Yeah, because I'm going to build a box for mine to lift it up a bit. But my table is just full of lines, measurements, little reminders.
Yeah, I mean, and it's real cool that they did that with the swivel mount, right? That it goes up to 70, I think it's 70 millimeters high or something like that.
Yeah, no, I have mine because where mine's on the table, mine's all the way at the bottom. But you can lift it.
Yeah, but you can lift it.
Oh, yeah, so, definitely.
That's fine.
But
I mean, but that's where I started. You know, and I've actually upgraded, you know, piece by piece like several times, right? Like as I've grown. But like we discussed in the last episode, I have that weird fucking mind of, you know, like you were talking about, ooh, that's shiny, I need that.
I get that so badly, but
I get ooh shiny, but I will say, like the whole I can't do it without things. I've never lived that life, but I've also been poor my entire life, so I've never had the availability to like just buy shit because I can.
That's the best investment I made. Nicked them from my nephew.
Legos.
Yeah, nicked them stealing from your nephew.
Yeah, best thing I ever got hold of.
I started with paper clips, like because I tried the key rings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I couldn't get them down.
I had a problem with trying to get them on there, and they were bending my wire, and it was messing things up. And so, like, I did the
key
paper
rings
clip
throw
method.
the weight off really weird too. In a way I don't like it.
Yeah, so I did the paper clips for a while, and then you know, much like how I started
paper
upgrading
clips are dangerous.
Mate, they are fucking flying off left, right, and center. I had that fucking issue. Fucking.
Oh yeah, I had to do that one time. And I was like, nope, we're not doing this again. Not doing this again.
Fucking Breezetones, bro. You crack me up, bro. We love you. Thank you for being here. He said he's waiting for them # door killer coils, bro.
Cheers for stopping by, mate. It's lovely to see you.
And Chris Earl is here. Hi, Chris Earl. But I mean, yeah, I did the paper clips for a while, but much like how I upgraded my hardware piece by piece, like I got rid of the drill first, and then I bought a new swivel mount, and then I bought another drill, right? I did the same thing where it was like I tried to use the key ring for a little while I was building for my core stabilizers, and then I went on to paper clips, and then I used the paper clips for a while, but then I finally got rid of the paper clips, and now I just don't build with anything on my cores, right? I just keep them nice and stable and keep that angle, and the tensions are all there and everything, and just since it cracks Anthony up, I just whack him out.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with whacking him out.
Because he loves that word.
Jedi says, don't think that he's stolen from his nephew. He's got loads of Lego for himself. Sadly,
I wouldn't shame him for buying Legos for himself.
Sadly, I don't have Lego.
You know for a fact that you went to Lego World in London, bro.
What, and spent like 20 quid on 2 pieces of Lego? That shit is expensive.
Sorry, Legoland.
He bought the Death Star.
Yeah.
and then just remembered he needed a few for building.
And so he stole some of the guns off the Death Star and put them on his cores.
I don't have the
Hey,
patience.
that
for
thing
fucking
is
Lego.
not cheap, dude. Have you ever seen how much the Death Star costs? Fuck that shit.
Dude, that shit is expensive, bro.
See,
Uh-huh.
I saw the it's the Ghostbuster, the
Mm.
Ecto 1 in one of the shops, and it was like a couple of £100. I was like, fuck that for some Lego. It's like, fuck it, just get Lego. You can make it yourself. No, it's not possible.
It's okay. I went on a very short trip of building Gundams. Holy crap, that will consume your life.
Oh, is that the anime thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of them.
like fucking giant mech robots.
Yeah. So now that you guys have, the hardware that you guys do have and the skills that you guys have, and I mean, obviously you just upgraded your stuff. I'm upgrading to a new drill, and a whole new setup, which is going to be a whole learning experience. Granted, I already built my drill laying down, so I'm used to being, low profile to the, to the desk. But do you guys foresee yourselves upgrading anything else anytime soon? Like, and by soon, I mean like within the next year.
I don't know about the next year. Like, I do want to get kosher setup, the one that he showed us that he has.
Bro. Dude, that setup is so dope.
Because for doing Claptons, that would be amazing. Just for doing decor.
Yeah.
Because that thing runs on a potentiometer, so you could adjust the speed there, and then it has a pedal. Yeah. So you have two different mechanisms for running your speed, and that thing tops out at like 8,000 RPM.
Fucking
yeah, like, that's what Sloane is using. His tops out at 3,000, but the bearings that are in his swivel mount.
The drill 6,000.
Or yeah, sorry, 6,000.
Yeah, the drill 6,000.
But if you look at the swivel mount on Classic Cloud's website, they actually tested it, and it tops out at 35,000. I think is what they said. 35,000 RPMs
before it starts dying.
Yeah. So
just remember, skate oil or gun oil. Don't put fucking WD-40. That'll dry the fuck out of your bearing.
That's what I did the first time, didn't I?
I know. I remember because I saw that comment and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" No.
Yeah, no. I bought a little bottle of skateboard bearing lube, so I'm just gonna keep them lubed up.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony,
what did you say?
Jesus Christ!
The Death Star. You can't hear it coming.
Oh, fuck me.
God damn it, I love you so much.
He's on fucking fire tonight. He's on fire.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
all I'm thinking about is Spaceballs, where they have that Mega Maid thing, but now it's just one giant ear that comes to attack your planet.
Ludicrous speed. But so you guys don't foresee yourself upgrading anytime soon?
I would say in the next year, because when I get my new house, I want to get a dedicated area. So I'm going to have my dedicated room for building and all that lot. But I want to get like a solid wood table the whole length of the room, and rather than being on this like foldable table, I want a dedicated
plastic
area.
Stuff.
Like what Kosher's got, like the old what they call it, the old tool station thing.
Yeah.
Similar to that, but I just want like the thick bit of wood. So it's like, but I want to build standing up. I don't like sitting down. So I wanted to start having it quite high so I can build standing up. So then I can just walk down as well.
I used to build standing up, but then I got tired of just standing all the fucking time. So I've gotten mal-accustomed to sitting down.
Interesting.
But that would be the only upgrade I'd have.
Yeah. At some point I would like to be at like a weird like Ashton Palmer M Turk level where you just see me dancing around my tool table and shit in my own fucking office space, and that'd be dope.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the only upgrades that I foresee in the future, I mean, I did mention them earlier, and I have their tab. It's pinned on my Safari, so I can get back to it quickly.
Do you want to borrow my shirt for your Safari?
No.
Sorry.
No. I like margaritas, but not that much, Jimmy.
You wait till next time, mate.
No, it's the pina coladas. Come on.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, the only upgrading that I see, obviously, I just bought that new drill, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that whole setup to get here. That's coming with a whole new swivel mount and all that stuff. So I'll be using that. But I do want that. I do want that real high swivel mount that I've showed you guys from. I can't think of the name. Adam Custom Designs in Canada. They make like stainless steel building, like dedicated like building hardware, corrugators and swivels and like the attachments and stuff like that for your chuck, so you can clamp things down and whatnot. So they've got a real cool like adjustable swivel, so that way I can leave because I'm not going to get rid of this drill. Obviously, I'm still going to be using it.
Dude, get the clamp, the drill clamp at the end. That thing looks badass.
Yeah, well, so this one, the swivel that I'm looking at is adjustable. So this way, that and yeah, I do want to get that little clamp like the 3D printed one that you're thinking of. But
no, that company where you're getting that swivel from, they do like a stainless steel clamp. That thing looks badass. It has adjustments on both sides.
I don't know if that'll fit in the chuck of my drill though.
Interesting.
That looks like it's meant for like building your own like drill itself.
Yeah,
like a box like what Sloane has.
I wonder.
But I do want to get that adjustable swivel mount, adjustable swivel mount. So that way I can use the drill that I'm already using now, but I can leave it standing up, so that way it'll be a little bit easier to do the staggered fused, or just to create staggered frames in general. Depending on whatever style of coil I'm trying to build.
Dude, it'll fit.
So I do.
It fits in a 1/4 inch diameter chuck. Yours should be like a 3/4 or even a half. Yeah, so this will fit.
Yeah. All right. Well, then that works. I could buy that too. But I mean, other than that, the only other thing, as far as like upgrades, and it's not really affecting the build or like adding to hardware and stuff like that for trying to do other things like buying a corrugator, right? Is that I do want to get a pegboard actually for my wall, and that's just so I can organize things a little bit more, because as of right now my wire just sits behind my computer on my desk.
I've got
so it's kind of a pain in the ass to like have to stand up and then grab it and then sit back down and stuff like that. So I do want to get a pegboard so that way I can mount that to the wall and for all my spools of wire I can just organize everything and be like,
I think Coach has got
this 36 and I need that's what he's got. He's got that pegboard.
Mine's just in a basket, so I have to rummage for my shirt. Yeah. But right, shall we?
Coming up to the end of the show because we're at an hour and 15 minutes.
So what shall we? For the challenge, it's going to be a bit different because I forgot that it was me, but I already had 2 ideas. So what I'm going to do is in chat, X1 or X2, and we're going to let the viewers decide. I'm not going to tell you what we're
going to let
please
the chat
drop
decide.
them X1s or X2s.
So do that now, and I really don't want to do either of these. But
while we're waiting on your responses to come in, what music did we choose this week for the playlist?
Oh, you need to do you two.
Oh, okay. So I'll go first. All right.
I don't even remember what I told you, to be honest.
The first song, I had to actually look through my messages to double check on what I had done. First, I wanted to go with Mad Sin, and the song is called Cursed. If you're into any psychobilly stuff, that is a bitchin' song. And then lastly, just to annoy Duchess, a little bit more country. We're gonna go with Nick 13, Nighttime Sky.
Dude, I don't even know where this message is at, bro.
You need to look for it. So we got one for X2. Oh, that's gonna be a bastard. My songs are Zebrahead, All My Friends Are Nobodies. And my second song, To Wind Up Duchess, it's not even country, but I know he's not gonna like the song, is Young Hearts Run Free by Candy Staton.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
You listen to the song, it's really fucking annoying.
Like Baby Shark annoying, or
a little bit like that. But it's one that your mum probably would have listened to at parties.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
Next week,
Yeah,
next show I'm gonna do Achy Breaky Heart. Just put
I can't find the message. So I think one of the songs that I put in, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think one of the songs that I put in was "To the Hellfire" by Lorna Shore, and I don't remember the other song. Which one was it?
Well, I can't remember. So just pick another one.
You didn't write them down?
No, I was going to find them afterwards.
Fucking hell, mate. Why did you ask us a whole week ago if you're not going to write it down?
Because I started them on
He started on it, so I thought, fuck it. Lee.
Because I sent him music video. I sent him music videos.
Yeah, give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I now have to.
We've got Not the Real Gerard Butler in as well. He's picking X2. Oh, see, I don't like either of these.
Dude, it looks like X2 is gonna win it at this level.
Yeah.
Should we go for X2?
Looks like it, man.
Right. The challenge for this one is a minimum of a 10-core alien.
I don't have the wire for that.
You do?
How are we gonna do the decor for that?
Yeah, I don't have the wire to do that decor. I could do it, but I don't have the wire to make that decor.
So do you want to go for the next one? Because that's even fucking worse.
Yeah, because I'm like, I could maybe pull off a 32 gauge alien if you were to do like maybe 6 cores.
All right then. Well, you want to go for the next one? You want to go for a stitched mohawk?
Stitched mohawk.
Mate, really?
I can't even fucking stitch or mohawk, let alone put
Dude, I can't even mohawk.
There were the two choices.
Normal
you didn't
aliens.
want the first one, so we've got to stick.
I didn't say we didn't want the first one. I just said I don't have the wire to do the 10 core for the decor.
It's got to be a stitched alien. It's got to be a stitched mohawk then.
I can't even mohawk regular aliens.
Well, that's the great thing about this show. You now need to learn, don't you? You couldn't stagger.
We're doing
before.
Braided next time for sure now.
Well,
braided ribbon.
Stitched mohawk it is then.
You're an asshole.
Look at the face.
What am I Xing?
You're an asshole and I hate you. I'm not doing this. I'm doing the 10 core alien.
You got to make your mind up. What one do you want to do?
Decor on a straw.
Alien, bro.
So you want to do it? Do you guys want to do a 10 core alien then?
We'll try that.
Oh fuck.
So I'll give that a try over stitched mohawks because I don't even want to vape a mohawk, let alone make one.
Yeah, dude, those vape like shit anyway, bro.
I can't even fucking vape that. But
yeah, but we told you to do a 3 core. We didn't ask you to go beyond. We're so proud of you, but we didn't ask you to go beyond.
So it's a 10 core alien then. Good luck, guys. I don't know why I'm being all fucking funny about it because I've got to fucking do it as well.
All right. I don't know. Breezetown says decor on a straw, so we're off to who makes the longest straws? QT. They have some pretty long straws.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I found it. I finally found it. Sorry. Song number 2 is Quick Death in Texas by Clutch.
Okay. Right, but what I will do is, as you wanted a 10 core alien, I've actually managed to get diameters for you to make life a little bit easier.
Yeah. Also, you guys can put songs in the chat. We'll pick one from the chat. I
was
picked
just
last
typing
week,
that.
so someone else gets to pick.
So you want to decor a 36? No. So you want to decor a 40 gauge on a 24, and then you want 12 times 34.
Wait, you said a 40 gauge?
Yeah.
I don't have 40 gauge.
So this is what I've been sent. So I managed to get some. I'll send them through to you. It was just because I was talking to Gundam Metal, and he was like, "Oh, I managed to do a 10 core 8," and I thought, "Well, that'd be quite good for the challenge."
I don't have 34 gauge.
I have 32 gauge.
Yeah, I have 32. I think I can maybe do that.
You're gonna have great fun doing this. I'm probably gonna.
I have 30. I have 38 gauge for a decor.
God. So, would you prefer to do a stitched mohawk?
No, I mean I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't know if it'll come out, but I'll do it.
I do have 24 gauge.
We already did Friends in Low Places.
Yeah.
We did the like episode 2.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
Also, we're not taking any suggestions from Gerard Butler because no one listens to Too Skinny or 311 or Garth Brooks or any of that shit, bro. Just kidding. We love you, Lee. You listen to whenever you want to.
Dude, 311 Live is pretty badass.
Oh, actually, I want to change one of my songs. Not the Lorna Shore. I'm changing the Clutch song.
Yeah, go on.
As much as I love Quick Death in Texas, we're gonna change it to Electric Worry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that goes Van Manus, that one?
Yeah.
Dude, you should have gone with Caribbean Queen instead.
Caribbean Queen.
Rocky Mountain High, John Denver.
Yo, that's a banging song, bro.
Oh, look, we found country he likes.
Better to chase Lane.
John Denver's not really country though.
He's country, sir.
No, dude.
Yes, he is.
So what one are we gonna go for?
Not well. I'm not picking this week because I picked last week.
Go on, Jay.
Jay's gonna pick one just to piss me off too.
Yeah, probably.
Go on, what one do you want?
Damn it. Yeah, we're gonna go with the John Denver tune. It's not gonna piss him off, but whatever.
Rocky Mountain High. You alright, Poon Sauce? What are you drinking? But yeah, well, 10 core aliens it is. Or what I can do.
You know what though? I've been trying to push myself on my aliens too. Anyways, on like how many cores I can get in here.
Okay,
like I said earlier in the show. You know what I mean? Because like after a while, that just becomes stagnant when you're just like, oh yeah, I built a fucking 5 core. So what? No big deal, right? So trying to do the math because of how many cores you have to add and what steps you have to take in order to make the decor big enough in order to actually wrap around that without it being like, too difficult. Like I'm
well, why didn't I make it a little bit easier for you, Duchess? Do as many cores as you can.
All right, that's fine.
You all right with that,
Jay?
I want to see how many cores I can fit in a 24 gauge decor with 38 gauge. So let's see.
Okay, so it's as many as you can do. I'm gonna try 10.
Because I do have 32 gauge. That's the lowest wire that I have, like as far as like using for cores.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't think I could. I don't think I could wrap a 36 gauge like and do like a micro Clapton or like a micro alien-ish sort of deal, right? Wrapping 36 gauge and 38 gauge, nah, dude. I would have to do like 36, 48.
Yeah, but you could do as many.
He's not asking you to do that. He's asking for 10 core.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
It's gonna be a massive motherfucker. You don't decor that.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like as far as like the core size is concerned, right? Like using like 36 gauge or the cores and then like a 48 gauge or something for like the D core on like a 24 just to fit everything in there. Maybe. Who knows? It might be possible. We'll see.
I
I
reckon.
mean,
We'll see.
we do have the Anthony Ramella glasses, so anything is possible.
Anything is possible. But yeah.
Be able to see that shit, dude. I mean, might as well be working with ribbon wire. Just saying.
Oh god.
How thin that's gonna be.
But I know that I've just done that and I've just shot myself in the foot for the next one.
Yeah, you
3
have
weeks.
because now Jay's gonna pick something like doing sukas, bro.
What ribbon
And
wire builds do I know of? Let's see.
Yeah.
Well,
So now you're gonna have to do sukas, bro.
No, like I said, ribbon braided aliens, something or other. We're just gonna throw all that together.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna be like, you need to
We're
build.
gonna create a new coil on the show. We need
Yeah.
it. It's been years
He's
since
like-
we've seen a new coil.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna be like, you need to do a 5-core alien in a 7 braid Celtic loop. Or some dumb shit.
Fuck that for Game of Soldiers. But
You know what I miss seeing? You know what I miss seeing? Like true hybrid
Hmm.
coils where they would start alien and then halfway through it would Clapton, and then it would end on an alien. I miss seeing those.
yeah, the middle two were always different, weren't they?
I miss
Yeah, they
seeing those.
cool.
I talked to Sammy about those the other day. He was telling me how to do it.
We need to figure that one out.
Yeah, that could be
That'd
another
be
good
cool.
one.
We'll ask Bones because I've seen some of his crazy ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Or Proper Coils. Shout out to Proper Coils. Thanks for joining us
What
at
up?
the show, bud.
you're right at the end. But I think we're sort of wrapping this up now, aren't we? We're an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, we
you
are.
guys want to shout out your shit?
Sure, I'll go. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me over on Clown Vapes Online or KVTV Online for my channel for YouTube, go check out that kind of stuff. If you look up KVTV on YouTube, you will end up on a Hindu what is it? Burial?
It's like a
Burial
prayer channel
page?
or something.
Yeah, it's a funeral page. It's meant for people that if they lost a loved one in India and they can't go, they could see it at least being broadcasted live. So don't look up KVTV unless you're down with that whole concept, but that's your call. So always look up KVTV _online. And then also for Instagram, same thing. Facebook, I think it's just KVTV, or look up Clown Crew. One of those two will lead you to me. And yeah, come hang out with us on Tuesday for Mixing It Up. I still have no idea what we're doing this coming week. I know my happy ass is on a pear tear. I saw somebody talking about Paramon, and I was like, you know what? I remember liking that juice. I am gonna have to play with some pear. So we'll see if maybe that becomes the theme of the show. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. So you're looking for this logo, not this logo.
Yeah, exactly. Look for the demon goat head.
Yep.
What else? If you guys are interested in any of the coils or liquids I make, hit me up. I rarely do it, but I am willing to send internationally. Just the fees are kind of a bitch. But if you guys are outside of the States, I don't care. I'm willing to send anywhere as long as I could get past customs. But you know, we know ways around that shit. What else? I think yeah, that is it. Just check me out and come hang out with us for Mixing It Up. And I'm still working on the Coil Building series, like I said, on Tuesday. This is actually turning into a bigger project than I expected, and I'm okay with it. It's just trying to find the time to film everything I need to film. So just bear with me on that one, and hopefully I could get out some reviews. There is something I'm supposed to be getting later this week that I'm excited about, and I already promised the manufacturer I was doing a review on it. So that for sure is something I'm gonna have to get done. Alrighty, so that is me. Who goes next?
Is it Duchess goes last?
Yep.
Yep.
Right, then. Well, thank you for joining us. If you want to grab any of my coils, head over to www.thecloudcarteluk.com. fill out the order form on there. We've also got official merch of mine and for Codename Wide on there. There's t-shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. So go over to there. We've just done the episode of Weekend Bullshit yesterday. That's with me and with Jackson Vape Reviews. It's like a UK vape related show. I also do a podcast with VapingJedi, which is across the pond. That is now going live on YouTube, but there still will be a podcast where you can find on all your usual podcast sites, and Pandora as well. I think you can find it on. I want to shout out Classic Clouds just for sorting me out with my build rig. If you want 10% off, use code the Cloud Cartel UK 10 for 10% off. That's only running till the end of the month. It may get extended, but I don't know about that yet. I need to have a chat with him. Apart from that, thank you, Anthony Ramella, for fucking being on fire tonight. You had me in stitches, mate. Apart from that, that's me done. Go on, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like Sloane was saying, go follow the Cross Upon podcast. They do have a Discord since he never mentions that shit. You can find them on every podcasting platform possible. If you do want to follow Jedi, then it's at @the_VapingJedi on IG. So you can go give Josh a follow, and they'll get you all sorted out with everything. You can message either one of them. They'll get you into the Discord. Speaking of Discord, we do have a Discord for this show as well. So you can message anyone or any three of us, and we'll sort you out with that as well. And we'll get you in there. It's a giant ball of fuckery. So if you're down, we're down. Otherwise, if you do want to follow me, you can follow me on IG at Duchess_coils. The link to my order form is on my IG, or you can go to duchesscoils.com and click the little chain link looking logo up in the top right hand corner. That'll take you to the order form, or you can click the camera. That'll take you back to my IG. Like I said, the order form is on there. I mean, while you're there, you can always just go ahead and hit follow if you haven't done so already. Otherwise, orders might go out a little slower than normal because COVID's now pretty much done in the United States for the most part. States are opening back up and masks are coming off, etc. So I'm going back to work tomorrow. So things are going to slow down. I'm not going to have as much time to build and whatnot. So just bear with me. If you make an order and it doesn't go out same day like it normally does, that's why, because I'm probably at work. So I'll take care of everything as soon as I get home and whatnot. We'll get you all taken care of. Otherwise, big shout out again to our show sponsor, Anthony Ramella. You can follow him on IG, I'm_Anthony Ramella. Or you can go follow at Shake and Bake Media on IG, or you can go to shakeandbakemedia.com, your one-stop shop for all things multimedia. If you're looking for, a still frame advertisement, or you need a video for your company, or whatever you're needing it for, go ahead and head over to shakeandbakemedia.com, and Anthony Ramella will get you all taken care of. Otherwise, that is it from me. Go buy the liquids from all the dudes on the Mixing It Up panel. You can head over to UncleChrisTestingGrounds.com, buy his liquids. He does have a multi-pack, which is actually well worth it. Well fucking